Good day, this is your girl Sage Wiley with another video. I wanted to actually do another video from a continuation of option or priority. First and foremost, I want to apologize to my kings that watched that video. I was acting out of ego, and that was something that I shouldn't do, that we shouldn't do either. And especially if you are a queen or you're acting in your feminine energy, you have to balance that. So I just want to apologize for that. After careful thought, watching a video about a young man, I would put his picture in the description, as well as a link to that video from YouTube, so you'll be able to watch it. And with Sara Lena, I watched her video I want to say a while ago, but I watched it again, and that one is about modern women, or women who actually are dating alpha men or dating black men in general. So I will leave that description at the bottom. But when we're talking about options, I want to clarify this. Yes, we do have options. Men and women, we have options. Sometimes our options can be overwhelming. So that last video that I put up with the Army Fatigue, I actually stated that I'm the buyer. And that is not so true when you're looking into relationships. Men, they are the buyer. They are the ones to ask a female whether or not they want to progress in a relationship with. So I'm going to use an analogy, and an analogy is with options. And the options I'm going to actually use vehicles. So I want to put this disclaimer out. This is my opinion. I'm not equating women to vehicles and men to the buyer or the purchaser. This is only for an example, so I can better paint the picture for you to understand. Again, my mission is to build our black nation. And with one thing, you have to admit your fault and your flaws and own up to it. So let's just say right here, this young man, this king, is actually in the market for purchasing a car. And he has three options. So his first option happens to be a foreign car. A foreign car, not a Mercedes or anything like that, but a foreign car, which you hear Ty Dolla and those other individuals talk about foreign cars. Now, that is beautiful. It has the bells and whistles. It can drive fast. It gets attention from those onlookers. Yeah, you can get it. But let's talk about the upkeep in it. When you have a foreign car, you have to make sure that you are maintaining it properly. So the maintenance of that vehicle is going to cost. Are you able to maintain and upkeep that foreign car? Let's also talk about or look into the fact where you're going to put that foreign car. If you're paying $500,000 for a car, are you going to put it in a garage? Are you going to put it in a driveway? Or are you going to put it in an apartment parking lot? So you have to ask yourself, yes, that is a high value car and it's going to attract attention. So if you are not properly putting it in its right place, then you leave yourself open for being robbed. So let's look at that as a female. If you have a female that requires a lot of maintenance, that has a lot of onlookers, that actually likes the finer things in life, yeah, that can be your option, because again, you're the buyer. Let's look at option 2 or option B. Option B, we're going to say that yes, this is a newer model car. Let's say that is a 2021. It's new, it's fresh, it's young. It has a lot of the colors. It has everything that you're looking for. In the inside, you find out that it had previous owners. Okay, so it had previous owners, and you see that the inside of that car, yes, on the outside, it's beautiful. It's everything that you can imagine. And I'm going to take that back. It's not going to be a 2021. Let's say it's like a 2019. So this was a trade-in. It's a trade-in, and you see all it, the outside. It has the wheels. It has the magnificent car color and what have you. But when you look in the inside of that vehicle, you see that it has tattered seats. It has a lot of miles on it. We're like saying this car is 2 years old or a few years old. Why does it have 90,000 miles on it? What was going on? What was that driver doing? Okay, so you look to see, in addition to the tattered seats, the tattered leather seats, you have stains, coffee stains. You have peanut butter stains that's on wherever. You even probably have a little smell, an odor. But this is a car that you want, and you're thinking, hey, I can clean it up. So let's look at this as a female. This female is gorgeous. She's drop dead. Oh, I'm going to go back on this. And in addition to this luxury vehicle that you have, it may not be a foreign car, but you still have to use premium gas in order for it to run right. Now, you can get away with every now and then probably putting the regular gas in there, but you're not going to get the same type of drive. It may knock a little bit. So you're going to have to, again, keep that up. And those oil changes, you had to go to a special place. So you're investing in cleaning the inside of that car, as well as taking care of the monthly maintenance that you have. So again, let's look at this as a female. This female is gorgeous. She's young, she's fresh, she has doughy eyes and whatnot. But in the inside, you see that she has childhood issues, like we all do. She has a lot of walls that's built up, a lot of hardness, a lot of tattered things. And in this short amount of time, this precious young Jew, she went through some shit. Will you purchase that? You can purchase it. You can take the time to clean it up. Now let's go ahead and look over option C. Option C, or option number 3. This is an older model car. Let's say probably 5 years old, like a 2015, a 2015 or 2016. This is, everything is pretty on the outside. Everything is pretty on the outside. You go in the inside, it has what you want. It has a sunroof. It has the same features as that luxury car. It may not have all the bells and whistles that you have of that foreign car, but this is, let's say, a Toyota Avalon. A Toyota Avalon that has had maintenance, that has been maintained properly by its owner, that has taken time to get the oil changes, that has taken time to care for the inside of it. If they get a spill, they're not going to allow that spill or that stain to stay there for a while. They're going to clean it up. So you may see a little wear and tear there, but that gives it character. And you look on it, oh wow, for a 5-year-old car, 6-year-old car, this driver didn't drive it out. This driver has low miles. Let's just say 37,000 miles. And this is a 6-year-old car. This individual made sure that they properly took care of that car. Now, a Toyota Avalon, it's in your price range. It's also not that difficult to maintain. A Toyota Avalon, and we know the history of Toyota, they last. But it's not a newer car. It's not a new car. So it lasts. It gets good highway miles. You don't have to spend so much time or go to these dealerships to fix these parts and what have you. And get this, you can use any type of gas. Yes, we know that cars last longer when you use premium, but let's just say you don't have the money at that time and you're short for cash or whatever. You want to use mid-grade or you want to use that regular. It's still going to run. So we say this when we have options. Yes, you have options. We all have options. Kings, you just ask yourself, which vehicle do I want to trap? Now, let me bring this back in and do the metaphor for you, or the analogy. The car is representative of the woman. The buyer is a representation of the man. They're a partnership. That car gets that young man, or the driver, or the buyer, to destination point. It needs to be reliable. You don't want something that's breaking down on you. You don't want something that you have to spend, this is just my opinion, you have to think at nighttime whether or not that it's going to be repossessed, or think at night, how am I going to pay that, or think, how am I going to clean this up? I'm spending a lot of time getting this, or all those things. So when you are purchasing or looking in the market and you have your options, we would like to say stay in your price range. And I would like to actually say this as well. Lauryn Hill said this, and I think it's beautiful. What you want might make you cry. What you need might pass you by if you don't catch it. So yes, we do have options. We do. And we do have options. So I just wanted to say this. I apologize to my kings for acting out on my arrogance, but I also want to say this when I was saying with my feet, with my queens and my sisters, you still have to know your worth. That Avalon has worth. That Part B, she still has, that still has worth, and that foreign car has worth. So we all have worth, okay? But it's like, what life brings us. What do we continue to travel with? We got to clean up. And so men as well, when you're going shopping for that car, you have to make sure that you have your shit together too. You have to make sure that you have the right finances, the credit, the storage, and what have you. Because this is nation building. Just like that car will get that man from point to B, you get a good queen. She will help you and stick with you in the good times. And or the good times, the bad times, and what have you. So make sure you exercise your options. Yes, I want you to shop around if you have to. But make sure you select the right car or woman for you and your mission. This all again about nation building. I love you to life, and that's it. Be blessed.